30th of April, 1863. Dearest Felix, I write with haste and importance that you receive this letter. As you now know, Drake is planning to wed Ethel within the next month, and I simply will not tolerate it. Drake has asked me to be his doctor for when you undoubtedly return. He plans to duel you to ensure that you do not interfere with Ethel's life anymore. I wish to prepare you, as he does not wish to fight with pistols. He wishes to duel by sword. I do not wish for you to be injured. However, I know how you feel and how Ethel feels about you. We must work together to make sure that they are not wed. Now is not the time to hide away, Felix. I hope to see you soon. Robert Harrington.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Anthony.
Not a good morning for my fiancée. Well, that is a shame. Well, you'll be pleased to know that you are to go and pick up your wedding dress and bridesmaids' dresses today.
How splendid. I cannot wait.
How nice it will be to go to town today.
Yes, and it gives me some time to talk to my father-in-law and begin preparations for the big day. Now, run along. You do not want to miss your appointment at the dress shop now, do you?
Of course not, my dearest.
Father, I'm concerned about Ethel.
Well, as am I.
Then why are you allowing this to take place?
I had no other choice.
But this is Ethel we are talking about. You know she does not like Drake.
You will not challenge me, Robert. Unless you have stepped in my shoes, you have no right to question me.
How long have you not been well?
I beg your pardon?
Father, I'm a physician. Did you expect me not to work out that you are not well?
I suppose you would have found out soon enough. Robert, please, sit with me a while.
Excuse me a moment. I just wish to pop into the post office.
Do not be long. We are almost late as it is.
Isn't it terribly exciting? I cannot believe that Ethel is lucky enough to be marrying Lord Drake.
Yes. Now we have to find you somebody.
I'm not too sure I want to marry anyone.
Don't be silly. You've dreamt of getting married since you were younger.
Am I not allowed to change my mind?
Yes, but it's expected of you.
And it is for you.
I wish to marry Beckett, but I feel his head has been turned by Jacqueline.
And is that why you do not like her?
Not exactly.
You are very selfish sometimes. You did not want her around because you were jealous of her.
Edith!
For your information, Jacqueline is not interested in Beckett, so you have no need to worry.
And how do you know?
Because we spoke about a lot when you were not around. It was lovely to tell someone the things that I could not tell you.
Oh, I see how it is.
Sometimes I just need a little distance from you.
Father, that is blackmailing.
Well, do you understand my trouble now?
He plans on dueling Felix when he returns.
What? Why on earth would he do that?
Because both Felix and Ethel have feelings for each other.
Don't be ridiculous, boy.
I have seen Felix's letters. And did you not see the pace of Ethel's departure when Felix was leaving? It is clear that they have feelings for each other.
4th of May, 1863. Felix, I apologise for not being able to write. Anthony has stopped all my letters from getting to you, and vice versa. I've been thinking about you non-stop, and I believe I need to admit to you how I really feel. Many weeks ago, when you spoke to me alone about how you felt, I must say that I freaked out, but that may have been because my feelings for you are entirely neutral. I have managed to write this letter in the post office queue so that Drake does not get to step in between us. I say this to you now with the hope that you shall return. I love you, Felix Primrose. I have loved you since we were younger, and I will do what it takes to wait until your return. Forever yours, Ethel.
Captain, whatever is the matter?
I must tell you the truth.
Of course. Please take a seat.
I have not been entirely honest about my feelings towards a female in London.
Say what you have to say.
It is your niece, Ethel. I think, in fact, I know that I love her. And this letter which I received this morning confirms her feelings for me.
I say, this is quite the revelation. I assume this is why you did not wish to take up my offer of finding your wife?
Yes, it was one of the many reasons.
Well, then we must get you home, Captain.
It is not that simple. She is to be married within the month.
Then we shall get you home before the month is through. What are you waiting for, boy? Get packing.
10th of May, 1863. Ethel, I am delighted that we share the same feelings of love. I cannot wait to return to London, and I plan on doing so before you are to walk down the aisle. Your aunt is now aware of my feelings, and is arranging a passage home to London as I write this. I pray that Drake does not run you to the church before this letter arrives. I cannot wait to see you again soon, and hold you in my arms until the day ends. Your lifelong lover, Felix.
Good afternoon, Abigail. How are you?
I am very concerned for Miss Ethel. She has not come out of her room, nor has she taken in any of the food left for her.
That is not good at all.
And she refuses to talk to Drake.
Nor would I if I were in her position.
Are you not one for love?
It is a spectacular idea, but I have not had the time to find love. I am quite content with the company I keep at work with you. I say, I do not agree with arranged marriage, although, from what I have heard, Sir Harrington was not given much of a choice.
Peter, you are not supposed to listen in on conversations. What have you come here for?
A letter arrived for Miss Ethel. Miss Ethel, a letter for you.
Please, slide it under the door.
Very well, miss.
Please, may I come in? Lord Drake wants me to do a few last-minute measurements.
Come in.
Good luck, Abigail.
Thank you.
Ah, Edith. There you are.
You must be excited. Not long to go now.
Yes, only a few more days. But I do not understand why Ethel is so upset.
She is upset as she was not quite a June bride.
A June bride?
Yes, it is said that a bride who is married in June will most likely bear her first child in spring, which allows her enough time to recover before the harsh weather of autumn and winter.
Is that so? May is not too far off. After all, it is only silly superstition.
You must not say that with our family. We are very superstitious. You are very keen on Ethel. Is there a reason?
She is very pretty, my dear. So are you. If only you were just a couple years younger.
But I can provide so much more than she can. I have a few more years of wisdom. I've always fancied you, Anthony. I used to wait every evening after your meeting to talk to you, but you never even wanted to interact. Many a time I dropped my handkerchief for you to pick up, but you were too blindly chasing after Ethel. What is so special about her? Why can I not get the same attention from you? Don't you see that I can provide a happy family for you? Wouldn't you prefer to have a family with someone who actually wants to be with you? For just once, I would love to be someone's first choice. Your choice. I've always been there for you to confide in. I thought that there was something there. I thought we had something.
Edith, I had no idea you felt such a way. I don't know why I didn't see this before. This changes everything.
Really?
If only your father hadn't arranged this marriage.
Let us run away. We can go somewhere nice and live happily together. Doesn't that sound lovely?
No. You were immature and too easy. Very gullible, too. I would not marry you if my dowry counted on it.
Why do you break my heart like this?
Because I can. You have already given me your heart to break. Now, if you do not mind, I have to get a few final measurements done. I shall see you later, Edith.
Edith,
Drake, it's such a nasty piece of work.
come along, I shall get you some tea. Edith, please, do not cry.
Jacqueline, you have come back.
Of course I came back. I have missed you.
Were you said before.
I meant it. Do not take any notice of that horrible man.
Safe travels, Captain. You shall have at least an afternoon to make your way to the church. I have sent for Beckett to collect you from the docks.
Thank you for this opportunity, Alice. If I would be allowed, I would be very happy to return to the post, if you should not find someone to refill the position.
You will always be welcome back in France, and I hope to see you very soon.
No doubt you will. I shall pack accordingly next time.
Here, the sword you requested.
It is very well balanced. Thank you for putting the order into the blacksmith.
Very much obliged. I'm just wondering what would persuade you to purchase such an item.
Well, it is apparently what I will use to protect Ethel from her future husband.
And how are you with the sword?
I am lighter on my feet than Drake. However, he is surprisingly more skilled with his hands.
Well, I have full faith in you. I wish your journey to be safe and calm. Godspeed, Captain.
Thank you, Alice.
Bon voyage, Felix.
Here you are, miss. Allow me to button your sleeves.
Thank you, Abigail.
Who is it?
It's me.
Come in.
Oh my goodness. My dear Ethel, you look angelic.
Thank you, Father.
Abigail, may we have a moment, please?
Of course, sir.
Ethel, please forgive me.
You did what you had to do. It could be worse.
Whatever do you mean?
It could be an utter stranger.
You are the spitting image of your mother on our wedding day. I'm sorry I could not give you the happiness you desired.
It's not your fault.
I am aware of your feelings for Felix,
Father,
and I will do all I can to prevent this marriage.
I can hear my sisters waiting to see the dress. I suppose we should please them.
Yes, if you insist.
Magnifique.
You truly look astonishing. I never thought we would see this day so soon.
You look beautiful. You are very lucky to have him.
I shall be all right.
Father?
Ethel, please, read this at the end of today. Please go to the church. Anthony will be waiting.
Sir!
Call Dr. Newman.
Right away, sir.
Peter, wait. Please, prepare my last will. You will find it in the top drawer of my desk.
Is there nothing we can do?
Oh no, Peter, I've had my time.
Then, sir, I shall stay by your side until the end.
Oh, Peter, you were always such a loyal man.
Are you ready, Ethel?
I do not think I could ever be ready for this.
You know, I shall always be here for you.
I know.
Come on, we better not keep the groom waiting.
May the congregation stand for the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We are gathered here today to join Lord Anthony Cornelius Drake and Miss Ethel Jane Harrington in holy matrimony.
You look beautiful, my dear.
Felix!
Beckett, good to see you.
Come along, you do not have much time. Drake decided to move the ceremony forward an hour.
Of course he did.
Look, no matter what happens today, I want you to know you have always been my mate, and I thank you so much for pulling me through the hard times.
It was a pleasure.
Here, you can take my horse. I shall take your luggage in a separate coach. You'll get there faster on horseback.
Thank you, good man.
Storm is just this way.
I shall see you at the church.
Godspeed, Felix.
Onward, Storm.
I now ask that if anyone has any objections as to why these two people should not lawfully be married, may they speak now or forever hold their peace. That is always a good sign.
It really is.
And with that, we now move on to the vows. Anthony?
My dearest, darling Ethel, it brings me great pleasure that I am stood here with you today. There has been many a time where I believed this day would never come. But now, here we are, in the church, and soon I get to call you mine for good. I am more than excited to start our new life together. To have little Drakes running around the manor excites me more than you would know. Ethel, this may be the start of our new life together, but I promise you that there will never be a day where you are not by my side.
Well, that was shorter than expected.
Probably had someone else write it for him.
Shh.
Wonderful. And now, Ethel, your vows.
Ever since we...
Ethel!
Felix!
What is going on here?
You came back!
You'd never have left.
Step away from my wife, Felix.
I am not your wife.
Oh, it's such a shame your journey was not delayed a little longer.
Thank goodness for Beckett's horse.
Felix, outside, now.
What is going on?
Stay inside, Ethel.
Sit with me, Ethel.
I have not come to fight Drake.
And yet you come armed with a sword.
I knew you would want a duel if I was armed or not.
Then take your position, Captain.
Enough of this, Drake. I do not wish to fight.
Then you should walk away now and leave Ethel to me.
Over my dead body.
As you wish, Captain.
Take your positions. The first to be disarmed or have bloodshed will lose and must walk away. Is this understood?
Loud and clear.
Understood.
On guard! Begin!
Go on then, Captain. Finish me off. I see the lust for blood return. Those war days could never leave you. Might as well have what you want. End my life. I know you have it in you. You and Ethel may live in peace. I will be gone for good. I know you want to.
Your verdict.
Lord Anthony Drake, I spare your life on the condition that you leave London and no longer harass the Harrington family.
And I thought you had the guts to finish me off.
That would make me a coward. Now leave.
That was a good fight, Felix. Now let's get back inside.
Felix, are you all right? I don't know what to say.
And say nothing at all. You look marvellous.
What has happened to Anthony?
He shan't be bothering you anymore.
Did you?
He remains alive, but he will not be staying in London for much longer.
Did I miss it?
I'm afraid so, old bean.
Do not worry, there was no wedding to miss.
Very well. In that case, Agatha Mabel Harrington, will you do me the honour of becoming my wife?
Yes, Joseph, 1,000 times yes.
Oh, that's a relief.
And how long has he been practicing that?
It's Christmas. Ethel, what is that?
It was a letter Father gave me before leaving the house. He told me to open it at the end of the day.
To my dear girls and Robert. My, what a year it has been. I want to thank you for bringing so much joy and happiness into my life. It has not always been simple, and things may start to be a little rough at times. But I have faith that you will make the most of your lives. There are two possible outcomes, but I am writing for the better one. This will be that Felix has arrived and was able to stop the wedding in time. Unfortunately, I will not be there to see it, as by the time you are reading this, I will have joined your lovely mother in the heavens above. I wish that you do not be saddened by this, but instead use this to your advantage. Peter will be waiting at home with the legal documents to set things in motion. To start, I want to say how proud I am of all of you who have come so far and grown into wonderful adults. And secondly, I give Felix and Joseph my blessing to marry my daughters. Robert, as anticipated, you shall inherit our London household. You may use this to live and open your own general surgery. Jacqueline and Edith shall inherit the country cottage to spend their days together. Beckett, I leave my company solely to you. I have picked through your work with a fine tooth comb, and I cannot find any flaws. I trust that you shall be able to keep the business moving forward. If Felix has not arrived, and indeed Ethel finds herself married to Drake, then do not fear. He has been completely written out of the will. However, my dear Ethel, I can do no more than apologize. Do not mourn for too long, my children. After all, out of every rainstorm, a new flower blooms. I shall love you for eternity. Your father.
Thank you for listening to episode 6 of Letters to Felix. This episode was voiced by Lewis Agrada Walsh as Felix Primrose, Mia Tomlinson Fox as Ethel Harrington, Rhys Clydesdale as Sir Quintus Harrington and the Vicar, Ollie Welch as Anthony Drake, Daniel Falsham as Joseph Beckett and Peter, Alice de Robert as Agatha Harrington, Hannon Kunamal as Edith Harrington and Lady Alice Harrington, Oceane Long as Abigail and Jacqueline Benoit, and Josh Harstrup as Robert Harrington. The show was directed by Emma Lou Wedge, assisted by Finn Maurum, and edited by Thomas Hume, assisted by Alenya Sharpe. Thank you for listening to Letters to Felix.